Hello, still with no voice. I don't have a sore throat or anything, I don't feel sick, I just have no voice. I've got an infection in my larynx which has now spread to my jaw, so, you know, going back to the doctors to see what can be done and all that kind of thing, and having blood tests and blah blah blah, and in the meantime chewing on ibuprofen to try and take away the swelling, because this is really painful. Coffee vlog. It's a very quick one today because I'm conserving my voice for class videos, although I'm actually rearranging class videos so that I don't actually have to do videos at the moment. My next section is creative journaling section, so it's all written. I don't need to film videos other than the occasional vlog, so don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'm just doing the occasional bit of talking. I spend most of my time sitting at home on my own or with my dogs, and my dogs don't need me to talk to them all the time, so we're just fine. If anybody, a request for information, if anybody is a professional voice coach or singer or anything like that, I would appreciate some advice. I know it's difficult when you don't know exactly what's going on, but basically I have an infected larynx. I've got about half of my middle register and no top register at all. My standard vocal range is sort of contralto down to tenor. Tenor or treble? I don't know, whatever the next one down is, I can't remember. I don't do soprano. That doesn't happen. I'm not thinking of taking up singing anytime soon. I'm simply, you know, that's where I'm at. That's my vocal range. It's a lot lower than most women. But I'm concerned, obviously, because my voice is a very large part of my livelihood with doing videos and things. So I'd just like some advice whether should I be warming up before I do videos, or should I be conserving my voice and only talking when I have to? What's a good way to go with that? Obviously I'm trying to rest it as much as possible, and I'm not running up and down the road shouting my head off or anything like that. I don't even shout at the dogs very often. I've developed hand clapping as a way to make them be quiet. But obviously, you know, I need to take as much care of my voice as possible, and my doctor can't tell me anything other than, well, you've got an infection and we'll try and treat it. From a professional side, she doesn't really know what's best to do. She said that as a doctor she would advise rest, but as somebody who uses their voice professionally, that might be a different, you know, warming up might be necessary or whatever. So if you have some professional advice on that, I would really appreciate it. Either message me on here, or you can email me, romany@gmail.com, or if you're on Facebook, message me on Facebook or on my Facebook page. What have I been doing? I've been obviously working on class stuff, but class stuff that doesn't require videos. So this month actually is planners, which, you know, doesn't require videos. There's plenty of backup videos I've been able to use, and series of projects and stuff like that I've been able to use instead of doing it myself, you know. For instance, My Purpley Life did a fantastic video showing absolutely every single type of diary format you could possibly ever want, which was about 40 minutes long. There's no point in me redoing something like that when she's gone to all the effort of having all the visuals there and all the options there and showing you exactly what's going on and how to use it and everything. That's just making more work for myself unnecessarily. So, you know, that I've been utilising other people's stuff that they've put out there to help my group along, and then I'm showing them I'm working on my planner at the same time, and I'll be showing that as later on. The one thing I've done this month which has really helped, I got some new inserts for my A5, which I'm going to do a video on my 2 new Filofaxes. I've got the Fusion series, which are very me. I love these. I love them. They're just so... I got this one first. I got it for an absolute steal. I got it for £15 on eBay. Brand new, never even been opened. 2014, absolutely brand spanking new, but it had a damaged ring. I've managed to fix that, so not a problem. And I'm using this for work with some new inserts, which is working really, really well. And then I've got my personal size, and I bought the A5 and I absolutely fell in love with it. And then the personal one arrived and I'm like, oh my god, isn't it so cute? It's just I just love it. In fact, I'm using this more than my Midori at the moment. I know. Ever since I came back from Germany, I haven't been able to connect with my Midori. And part of the reason is that I did a lot of journaling while I was in Germany, and as soon as I got past the middle page, look what started, it all started to come apart. The bands are putting too much stress on the pages and all that, so I'll go back to it. You know, I haven't given up on my Midori completely at all. I'll probably be back in it next week. But for now, I'm really enjoying playing in this, so my journaling is going in my planner for now. But it won't be, it's not a permanent move. I'm still using my big Midori, I'm still using my my 9x7 book. I was playing in this earlier today. You know me, I like to jump around and play in different books, but the main reason I've got this now is because what I've done is I've split out work and personal in a way that is finally working. As you know, I've always said this channel is not a work channel. It's a hobby channel, which is why I share anything I feel like. I treat it more like an art journal, so I don't teach art journaling on here. That's my day job. But what I do is show you what I'm working on and kind of stuff I'm interested in alongside it, or as an art journal or as an artist or whatever. And one of my hobbies obviously is planners and things, and diaries and stationery in general, and pens and, you know. So what I've done is, instead of I've always treated my YouTube filming as part of my working day, and instead what I'm doing now is I'm treating it as after the working day is finished. So if I work till, say, 6 o'clock, everything I do for work goes in here. And if I have an idea for a YouTube video, then I put it in this one. All my social media is now in here. So I can treat this as a hobby and this as work. So I use this one during the day, and then once we switch off the studio lights and put on the twinkly lights over in the seating section, you know, I'll grab this and take this with me, and I might sit and watch a movie and work on some YouTube ideas and things like that. But it's hobby stuff for me, it's not work, if that makes sense. I know for a lot of people that you know, creating YouTube videos would be considered work, but not for me. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm an online teacher, and I happen to have a YouTube channel. As you all know by the complete lack of art journaling stuff on here. I teach art journaling, I don't want to teach it on my YouTube channel. I just don't, sorry. So yeah, things like Witchy Wednesdays and my vlogs and Filofax Fridays and stuff like that is all in here now, along with stuff that's only to do with me and the dogs and home, as opposed to vaguely to do with work. And that's working quite well, because instead of feeling like I'm working all the time, because I'll maybe do a class video and then a YouTube video and then I'll go and do class marking, instead I'm doing all class stuff, and then I'm doing admin for work and maybe finance for work or whatever, and then at the end of the day, whatever time that day is, because it can be various different times, it might be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it might be 10 o'clock, it depends what time I start working, because I work to my flatmate's shifts. So you know, whatever time she gets home, I stop work, and from that point on, then I allow myself to watch a movie, put some music on, play in my art journal for myself rather than for a class, mess about in my planner for myself. You know, I'm doing things like the Happiness Project and stuff like that, and part of that I discovered was saying, look, for at least an hour a day I need me time. And I know it's a bit controversial, especially among some of the American lot, to say, oh, I've got to schedule me time. But I do, because if I don't schedule me time, I end up working all day, every day, and literally, I mean, I started work at 6 o'clock this morning because my flatmate was up and out at 5:30. So I thought, well, I might as well get up and start working. There's no point just lying here awake. So, you know, I got up and I started working, and it's now 5 to 6. I finished working at 5:30. I said, right, that's it, I've had enough for today. And I thought I'll stop filming a vlog and put that up. And, you know, this now doesn't feel like work. I've knocked off for the day. I've even gone and changed clothes, look. I'm going to put my scrappy old t-shirt on because I'm going to do some painting later. And that's really helping me to split out work and home. Finally. So by having my hour of this is my me time after work, that really helps me to separate it out and say, right, so after my me time is my evening stuff, and you know, I might work in my journal for a while, or I might work on a YouTube video, or I might film a YouTube video, I might take the dogs out, you know, whatever I want to do that evening. I might go to the cinema, or, you know, what do people normally do after work? Because up until now, for the last 5 years, I haven't really had a work day and then an after work. I've just had get up, start working, go to bed. And I can't keep doing that. That's got to stop. So that's how I've done it. I've relocated my hobby stuff into me and personal time instead of incorporating it as part of the working day. And the knock-on effect of that, of course, is that now the working day is more about my classes. I can focus my attention on my classes and my art during the working day instead of thinking, oh, I haven't done a vlog today, I should do that first thing. I don't need to worry about that now. I can wait until I've finished and do my vlog in the evening, and ta-da. Whoops. Kicked the tripod again. I've got a new tripod, and it's the way it's set up, the front leg comes out at you instead of having 2 legs and 1 at the back. It's got 2 legs and 1 at the front. I need to reconfigure it so that I can twist it round, but I keep kicking the front leg, so that's why you keep jigging around. So what else have I done? I've formed a bit more. I might have to do a video on my happiness project because I'm really into it. I was going to read Danielle Laporte's books, but I stumbled across the happiness project and it just clicked, and I thought, oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. So I've got a happiness list. You know, things I want to do that will make me happy. And one of the things that I want to do, instead of feeling like cleaning and tidying up is a chore, I just want to be able to do a few minutes a day, getting it sorted out, and, you know, not have to feel, oh God, I've got to clean the studio today. Just feel like, you know what, that bit's a bit of a mess, I think I'll just tidy it up for 5 minutes, you know. So I've got lots of things going on that I'm kind of working towards organising, but it's coming together slowly. Over the next 2 weeks I'm going to do my File of Facts Fridays, so tell me if you want to see my work one first or my personal one first. This is my personal, this is my my daily, at the moment it's actually my daily journal as well, believe it or not. I've been journaling in here as well. I've got my everything to do with me as opposed to the business. So, you know, my doggy stuff, my home stuff, bills, finance, YouTube, hobbies, book list, all that kind of stuff is all in here. And then this one, this bad boy, is mostly class stuff and business stuff. Well, it is all business stuff and the occasional reminder to put the bins out. Crikey. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a whole thing of geese flying across. I don't know if you heard, if that picked up on the microphone, but it was really loud. Okay. Is that all Witchy Wednesday, I am going to continue with Witchy Wednesday. If you want to be involved with Witchy Wednesday, I suggest you join the Facebook group, because there is things being posted in there that will help you along with what you're doing. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do one, because obviously with this infection I've got to take it easy a bit. So I don't know, this week I might just film an hour or so of me working in my book, or show you a flip or something, so I don't have to talk too much. I've managed to keep my vlogs down to 1 a week, which is good. I'm not very good at keeping them short, but the voice is getting better slowly. But like I say, I'm missing half my middle register and my upper register. I've got nothing. So it's very weird. I can cough and make a noise now, but if I sneeze, there's no sound. Yeah, I know. It's very odd. It feels weird. There is nothing weirder than coughing. I thought there was nothing weirder than coughing and not making a sound, until I sneezed and no sound came out, and then that was really peculiar. But I'm still husky. I don't have my full range, which is really weird for somebody who's used to having I've got a very powerful voice that carries, you know. I've got one of those voices that is the only one you can hear in a pub. Yeah, at the moment I don't. It's very odd. And it's even weirder because I don't have a sore throat or anything to go with it. I don't feel ill. I've just got this, like, no voice and this pain now in my jaw where it's infected my jaw as well. So, fun times. Fun times. Anything else? Oh, a lot of people have asked me to do a video on my bullet journal, get things done Zen to Done hybrid system, which my working title is Zen Things Bulleted. I'm still kind of working on it. Now that I've split work and personal effectively, I'm kind of still working on that, because I haven't really decided how to collect everything. I don't want everything in my work or everything in my personal, but I don't want to split it out. So I'm thinking that I might add an extra notebook, which might seem like overkill, but honestly my file of access is stuffed anyway. I might add an extra notebook for stuff that I don't have a home for yet before I allocate it into there. I don't know. The last thing I want is for my personal... See, what would really make sense would be to have a section in here. But the last thing I want is for this to become all about work again. I don't want to be sitting in the evenings thinking about, oh, what do I need to do for work tomorrow? Yeah. So, I've got to sort that out. But as soon as I have sorted it out, I will do a video and show you how I'm doing it, okay? Don't fear. Anything else? One thing I do want to say is thank you, and I am very grateful to those people who have reached out to me, particularly since I started doing the Witchy Wednesday videos. I've started receiving a few negative comments and really quite bitchy comments, and several of my long-term subscribers have, emailed me or Facebooked me and said, don't listen to them, don't let it get to you, blah blah blah. A few people have taken up in the comments and argued back with these people. All I can say to you is don't feed the trolls, because I don't. I just delete them. People leave negative comments on my video unless it's constructive feedback. Constructive feedback is always good. But if people just troll my videos for the sake of it, I just delete it and I block them. It means nothing to me. It doesn't affect me in any way. It really doesn't. And I do appreciate that, perhaps you feel that if you received something like that, it would upset you, therefore you reach out to me, and that's great, and I appreciate that you do that, but I don't need it. Thank you, but, don't waste your time. Spend those few minutes that you spend reaching out to me to reach out to somebody else who does need it, because there are plenty of people doing stuff on YouTube who are getting nasty comments, and it really does affect them, and it does upset them, and they do feel bullied, and they do feel like what they're doing isn't good enough, and they need somebody to say, no, it's okay, we love what you're doing, it's fine. But honestly, I am not one of them. I don't feel that people leaving negative comments on my videos is being bullied or, you know, whatever. If they want to leave a negative comment, that's fine, I'll just delete it. If they want to leave a thumbs down, that's fine, I just ignore it. The only stats I take any notice of is the thumbs up, because the amount of thumbs up I get in proportion to the number of views I've got for that video, you know, I can work out, you know, 50% of the people who watched that video felt it was good enough to put a thumbs up on it. So that means that at least 50% of the people who watch my videos are probably open to that kind of stuff. I'll do some more of that, or I might do some more along those lines, you know. I do what I do on my channel, and I really don't give a stuff if anybody likes it or not, frankly. And I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but, you know, those who like it will stick with it, and those who don't, the unsubscribe button is, I don't know wherever the hell YouTube has moved it to this week, down there somewhere, I think. I clearly label my videos. That's one of the reasons I do a series of videos like Witchy Wednesday and Filofax Fridays, so that people can see straight away, you know, if they don't like coffee vlogs, then they don't have to watch this coffee vlog. It's as simple as that. If they're not into Witchy Wednesdays, they don't have to watch anything labelled Witchy Wednesday that goes up on a Wednesday. It's not hard. And if they can't get their heads around that, then that's their problem, not mine. So, you know, like I say, I don't want to sound ungrateful, because I am grateful for those people who have reached out and you know, been nice about it and said, you know, don't worry about these people, they're just trolls. But, you know, I know that already. So go and spend your positive energy that you've obviously got extra positive energy to spread around. So go and spread it where it's needed. Because you know, if I need some extra positive energy, I'll say. I don't need people to fight my battles for me in my comments and all that, you know. I just delete it. Life's too short. Just go and play in your journal. But, you know, there are plenty of other people who do get upset by negative comments and do get upset by people bullying them, and need somebody to stand behind them and say, no, we're with you, it's okay, you're not alone. Go and feed your positive energy to those people. If I need backup, believe me, I'll ask for it. But generally, I don't need backup. I don't care what they say. I just delete stuff and get on with my day. So, like I say, thank you, but don't bother. Don't waste your time. Anything else? I don't think so. I'm going to go and conserve my voice. I've got pancakes waiting for me downstairs. And Miss Maddie, I think, probably wants a WALK by now. Gypsy's doing well. She's since the cat died, Gypsy has stopped, because she used to fuss about the cat all the time. She would follow the cat and she would worry about the cat and she would look for the cat, and wherever the cat was she had to be guarding. It was very strange. It was quite maternal, actually. I think she thought the cat was a puppy. But since the cat died, Gypsy's just like, I don't know, what's she like? Freedom. She spends an awful lot of time sprawled across my bed with her belly in the air. It's lovely. So, yeah, she's doing fine. She's still camera shy, but I live in hope that one day we'll get her on camera. And yeah, I don't think I have any more news, because really I've just been working at a slower pace than normal, so I haven't really got anything exciting to tell you. But like I said, I will do a Filofax Friday for my 2 new Filofaxes, so let me know which one you want to see, the little one or the big one. They're both the same. The physical Filofax itself is basically the same. But inside is, you know, doing the flip of it, what's inside is very different. So, yeah. That's it, really. That's all for today. I will be back. I will try and do something for Witchy Wednesday, even if it's not a vocal video. But obviously at the moment everything's a bit up in the air until I know what's going on with getting my voice back and this stupid infection that won't go away. I have to just sort of play it by ear, week by week, and when I'm up to it I'll do it, and when I'm not up to it I won't do it. So if you're following Witchy Wednesday, probably your best bet is to go and join the Facebook group, which is Facebook.com/groups/Witchy Wednesday, I think. Yes. I'll leave the link below anyway. You can come and join us there, or look on my last video and it's on there as well. And there's lots of different people from lots of different backgrounds putting out lots of different really really informative links, and some really cool stuff going on. So do come and join us. It's an ongoing hobby for a year, so I'm not, like I say, I'm not worried about, oh, I must put a video out every single week. It's a hobby. I don't feel the need to do that. At the moment I can't, so I do want to get started with it, and I will probably do maybe a couple of videos of just showing you what I'm doing rather than teaching you anything, if that makes sense. Not that I'm really teaching you anything. Oh, you know what I mean. I'm going now. Goodbye.